We're here to bring a new type of news show.
New insights, new styles, and new topics every day.
We are News Generation.
Bring news just for you. It's Tuesday, March 25th here in Seoul. I'm Song Yujin, and welcome to News Generation. Joining us this Tuesday is Kwon Ji-yeon.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, and Im Sang-young.
Good to see you guys.
Good to see you. Now, both are here to speak on behalf of those in their 20s and 30s. We're going to begin with our keyword news. Our keyword for this Tuesday is wildfires. Now, several wildfires have been tearing through parts of South Korea since last weekend, leaving at least 4 people dead and 11 others injured as of Tuesday morning. The most severely affected areas are Sancheong-gun and Ha-dong-gun counties in Gyeongsang-namdo Province, Uiseong-gun County in Gyeongsang-bukdo Province, and Ulju-gun County in Ulsan City. The Korean government has designated these 4 regions as special disaster zones, allowing for a coordinated pan-ministerial response focused on supporting victims and speeding up recovery efforts. However, firefighters have yet to completely put out any of the 4 major fires, raising concerns that the situation could escalate further, causing even more damage and potential loss of life. So, Sang-yeon, I want to ask you, why has it been so difficult for firefighters to keep these fires under control?
Yeah, so first of all, I wish that fire could be extinguished any minute, and I also express my appreciation to the firefighters who are putting their efforts to put off the fire even at this moment. Now, according to the Korea Meteorological Administration, nowadays dry weather has delayed the fire from being extinguished faster. And compared to other periods, this year's precipitation is low and the wind is strong, making fires spread more quickly. And as for Uiseong-gun County, the temperature peaked at 26.4 degrees Celsius, which creates the weather like summer. And so overall, dry weather of spring and hot weather that feels like summer have built a breeding ground for wildfires to spread. And this could also imply that global climate change could accelerate wildfires in the future.
And it's not just dry and hot weather conditions, but also strong winds, as we've been seeing strong wind conditions throughout the past few days, which are once again fueling these flames. But Ji-yeon, we've also been seeing, and we're continuing to see, major wildfires ravaging across different parts of the world. So could you please tell us more about that as well?
Yes, it is a global issue right now. Major wildfires have also hit other parts of the world this year. In January, Los Angeles suffered deadly fires that killed 29 people and destroyed 18,000 buildings. And also in Japan, they saw its worst wildfire in 30 years, and Greece battled massive fires last summer, that is. So many experts say climate change and severe droughts are the major cause of this problem. So wildfires are no longer rare, they are becoming more frequent and intense worldwide. So that's why we need to take strong action before it's too late. I hope the fires around the world are put out quickly and with no more damage and injuries as well.
Right. So our hearts go out to everyone who is affected by these wildfires, and hope these fires are put to a stop as soon as possible. And that was our keyword news for this Tuesday. So we're now going to move on to our main discussion of the day. Tuesday means it's time to take a bite out of the latest trends on Korea's cultural front. Take a look at the screen to find out more. When it comes to exploring a new culture, what better way than through food? It's often said that the quickest way to someone's heart is through their stomach, and food is where culture, tradition, and taste all come together on one plate. With K-food now on menus around the globe, one region where it's gaining a lot of ground is the Middle East. So today we're going to talk about the K-food boom in the Middle East. So we're going to start off our show with some data. So Ji-yeon, how popular is Korean food in the Middle East? And also, where specifically are we seeing this craze?
It's quite popular in the Middle East. Thanks to Korean dramas, movies, and variety shows, entertainment shows, people around the world are getting more interested in Korean food. Recently, demand for K-food has been growing in the Middle East as well. According to the Korea Agro-Fisheries and Food Trade Cooperation, as of December 2024 last year, Korea's food exports to the 6 Gulf countries, members of the Gulf Cooperation Council, reached $340 million. That is up 10% from the previous year. And by country, exports to Saudi Arabia rose by 29%, Kuwait by 30%, and Bahrain, that is, by 33%, showing a sharp increase across the region. And this sharp growth shows how much interest in K-food is rising across the Gulf region. And I reckon it's just the beginning.
Right. So then, Sang, I want to ask you, which specific Korean dishes are the most popular in the Middle East?
Well, among Korean products, the one that is garnering the most popularity is the instant noodle or Korean ramen. So the export value of instant noodles reached approximately $38 million, marking a 24% increase compared to the previous year, and showing steady growth in the Middle Eastern market. Spicy instant noodles such as 불닭볶음면 and 신라면, which are my favorite, which have received halal certification as well, are being sold with a huge popularity at local markets. And in line with this trend, Nongsim, the Korean food chain, has established a dedicated halal production line at its Busan plant in 2011 to produce these products.
Very interesting. Then, Juyeon, besides the ramen noodles that Sang mentioned, what are some other major K-food exports to the Middle East?
Well, Korea exports a wide variety of food products to the Middle East, particularly to GCC countries. In 2024, the top export item was tobacco products, followed by instant noodles, which are extremely popular in the region. Other major exports include ready-to-eat meals, snacks and confectionery, as well as noodles, excluding instant noodles, beverages, dried seaweed and corn oil as well. And ice cream and various sauces and seasonings have been growing demand. These products reflect the rising interest in Korean food culture and increasing popularity of K-cuisine across the Middle East. And building on this momentum, Korea's presence was strongly felt at Gulf Food 2025. There was the largest food exhibition in Dubai last year, in the past February, that is. Well, Korean beverages, they drew a lot of attention to the visitors over there. Well, drinks like milkis, which is a creamy soda, 칠성 사이다, Korean lemon lime soda, I guess you will like it. And also the Jeju 감귤 or Jeju love tangerine juice, citrus juice from Jeju Island, and aloe juice, refreshing aloe drink were very popular, especially popular among local visitors to the exhibition. So as you can see, K-food continues to make its mark in the Middle East.
Right, so from ramen noodles to other food products and snacks to even drinks, Korean food is pleasing the palates of many in the Middle East. So to give you a first-hand look at just how popular Korean food has become in the region, we'll be joined by a Gen Z from the United Arab Emirates right after this break. Stay tuned.
NewsGen wants to hear from you. Go to YouTube and search our channel Arirang News. Click Community and leave a comment down below. Make a new type of news with us.
We're back and we're pleased to welcome Wasmia Al-Rashdi, a Gen Z from the UAE, to our show today. Welcome back to the show, Wasmia.
Hi, good morning, everyone.
Good morning. So, Wasmia, we would first like to ask you, how would you describe the popularity of Korean food in the UAE? For example, are you seeing more Korean restaurants or food markets in your country?
Yes, let me talk about the past. More than 10 years back, it was hard to find Korean restaurants. However, with, as you said earlier, with the popularity of mukbang show and K-dramas, we have now so many Korean cuisines. And even in a normal restaurant, you will find a Korean food, like ramen, even Korean chicken also.
Interesting mukbang shows. And Rasmia, we have heard that there's a growing trend of localizing Korean food in the Middle East. So can you give us some examples of Korean dishes getting a local makeover?
Yes, first of all, you know, the beauty of Korean food, there are so many Korean dishes that match the international taste. It's the same here. And let me tell you about my own experience. I like to have kimchi. or yellow radish with our Arabic style rice. Our Arabic style rice different than the Indians. Indians have more spices, however ours is less. So it's match well with the kimchi and the yellow radish.
Oh, that sounds delicious. Maybe I should try that one next time when I visit Middle Eastern countries. Okay, so moving on to the next question. I've heard that it's currently Ramadan in the Middle East at the moment, which is the holy month of Islam. Then, since we're talking about the culinary culture, could you tell us more about the Ramadan iftar meal?
Yes. First of all, for the viewers, Ramadan is our holy month, and when you mention iftar, it's the first meal we eat after fasting for 13 to 14 hours. And the beauty of Ramadan at iftar, it's about the whole family. The whole family will gather and have like special vibes. At this time, many restaurants start to having iftar meals, iftar offers, and what grabbed my attention that also some Korean restaurants are doing the same. When we break our fast, we start with dates and a cup of water, then we have our meal. And I was shocked that even in this restaurant, they are providing dates with the iftar meal. It shows how they are evolving in our culture. So I was really shocked to saw these offers.
It is indeed very fascinating. All right, Wasmia, thank you so much for sharing your experience and insights today, and hope you join our show in the future as well.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Right, so we're now going to delve into the reasons why Korean food is making its mark in the Middle East. So what do you think is fueling the K-food frenzy in the region?
Actually, Korean food products have already garnered some popularity since the past in the Middle East market. And I believe that you noticed this from Wasmia's answer, but actually the Middle Eastern country and South Korea share a lot of common belief. They value the importance of family. They also have a strong sense of community. So the K-drama also gained a huge popularity in the Middle Eastern region, such as Jewel in the Palace, which was starred by famous actress Lee Young-ae.
It was kind of like the start of the Korean wave.
Right, right. It was really, really popular, especially in the Middle Eastern region. And after the viewers seeing all this beautiful Korean food and the dishes, the interest in Korean food began to grow. And these days, it's not difficult to find Korean restaurants in local regions like Riyadh or Cairo.
And Juyeon, I think I heard that Middle Eastern cuisine and Korean cuisine have something similar in terms of flavor-wise. Could you please tell us more about that as well?
Yes, of course. Well, people in the Middle East, they enjoy bold flavors, rich, intense tastes, often created with a variety of spices that Korean loves. And Korean seasonings are being seen as exciting new spices for them. Sang-hyuk mentioned about 불닭볶음면. 불닭볶음면 is quite famous, still famous in Korea. So that's
very, very spicy.
It is very spicy. I can't taste it, but because of the popularity, the company itself has actually made the sauce so that people can buy the sauce itself. Sauces like 불닭 sauce, a hot sauce inspired by spicy stir-fried chicken, and jajang sauce, a savory black bean sauce used in Korean Chinese cuisine. These are used to create localized Korean dishes, and many people use them to create a variety of different dishes at home, including myself. As more menus are tailored to local tastes, Korean food is likely to stay popular for years to come. K-food isn't just a trend, it is becoming part of their menu now.
Definitely. So far we focused on the K-food trend in the Middle East, but flipping the side, just as Korean food is gaining traction in the region, Middle Eastern cuisine and halal food here in Korea is also stirring curiosity. Now we want to mention that not all halal food is Middle Eastern cuisine and not all Middle Eastern cuisine is halal food, but still Middle Eastern cuisine use a lot of halal ingredients. So I want to ask our panelists, how is halal food or Middle Eastern cuisine doing in Korea? Do you have any recommendations on some of the most popular spots we can try out this food?
Yes, of course. Well, there are some spots in Itaewon area. There are many halal restaurants in Korea, especially around the Seoul Central Mosque in Itaewon. These places serve a variety of Middle Eastern dishes that are now attracting Korean diners as well. And I was able to enjoy some halal dishes over there in Itaewon area. I enjoyed those halal burger that I once enjoyed in New York Street back in the days. While Middle Eastern food is still quite popular, new to many Koreans, dishes like shawarma, which is meat and vegetable wrapped in flatbread.
Sounds so good.
Yes, and also lamb chop. This is so good. It's small cuts of lamb with bone, and also there is parapol. Parapol, I'm not sure I have the right pronunciation. Parapol is a deep fried chicken, chickpea balls. These are all gaining attention in South Korea. A few years ago, I'm sure that you heard of this restaurant, the halal burger franchise. Halal Guys also opened in Korea.
It's one of my favorites.
Okay. Okay,
Yes.
good to know. And also there are many universities such as Seoul National University, Kyung University, Hanyang KAIST, including Korea University. They have a cafeteria for students to enjoy halal food, not only for Muslim students, but also for Korean students who would like to have add some experience for their life. So from Itaewon to Istanbul, flavors that connect each other.
So we're definitely seeing more culinary exchanges between Korea and the Middle East.
Indeed.
And you just made me really hungry as we're approaching lunchtime. Then Sang-yeon, what do you recommend to our viewers?
Yeah, so several years ago, halal food was considered a bit of less of a popularity here in the country.
It was less mainstream.
Right, but over the past years, as we're seeing more exchange students coming in from Middle East countries, and as the popularity of halal food went up, we can relatively find the ingredients of halal food easily here in Korea as well. So not only in Seoul, but even in small towns across South Korea, you can find supermarkets that sell halal products. And at large retailers like Emart, you can even buy hummus, a staple food in the Middle East that's said to be consumed more than butter. And as exchanges between Korea and the Middle East continue to grow, it seems that Middle Eastern cuisine will become even more popular here in the country.
And hope we can see more cultural exchanges between Korea and the Middle East moving forward. And that's all we have for today's edition of News Generation, but we will be back tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Korea time. Special thanks to Kwon Ji-yeon.
Thank you for having me today.
Thank you. And Im Sang-yeon.
Thank you for having me as well.
Thank you. And to our viewers, thank you for watching, and we'll see you back here tomorrow morning. We are
News Generation.